Henry, do you not realize you were fired? Yet you still have the nerve to come to work today? There was a reason you were fired. You're incompetent. I couldn't trust you with anything. Oh, you do know what incompetent means, right? Mr. Davis, I'm terribly sorry about that. I needed to leave the handover documents on your desk, but things were running late yesterday. With the amount of information, it took a bit longer than expected to put everything together. So again, I apologize that I had to come in today to deliver that. Were you able to check that all the documents were in order? Yeah, I saw them. I put them straight in the shredder too. What? Are you serious? Do you really think I can trust you to make anything legible? You're so incompetent that the best I can hope for is a 4th grade level explanation. But this time it was even worse than that. Like, did you actually expect us to use your documents that you prepared? If you can call that preparing. Believe me, I did myself a favor by throwing what you submitted into the dustbin. We'll have to do everything over now. But how are you going to take over for me this month if you have no idea what's going on? Those documents detailed everything, right up to the last week I was working at this company. All the names of my customers, contact information. Why would you dispose of important information like that? Oh, so now you think you can just tell me what to do, huh? Like I said, I'm not going to refer to your sketchy information. You've really got some balls talking all big and saying I made a mistake. Don't worry about me interacting with your customers. I'm gonna do a far better job with them than you. I can tell already. And I'm better off going about and building new relationships with all the clients. It's not like they liked you anyway, huh? Oh, is that so? Yeah, and what about the apology email? If you really had so much time to come to the office today, the least you could have done is write that. Apology email? And what exactly would that be for? An important client called me out for mistakes on documents that you were supposed to check. Don't tell me you forgot about those. Remember our deal with eNet Corp? There were mistakes all over those reports that they noticed, and now we're in deep. Hold on, weren't those supposed to be your reports? You were the one responsible for everything related to eNet Corp, if I recall. You really don't get it, do you? You were working as my subordinate, and as someone who works under me, your job was to check my work as well as yours. You were unable to do that, and the customer called me out for it. Come on, Henry, can't you see I took the blame for you here? If you had just checked the report, we wouldn't be in this mess. Mr. Davis, in all honesty, I just can't agree with you here. You're saying that a junior employee is responsible for checking his superior's work for mistakes? Maybe I'm missing something, but the last I heard was that the superior is usually the one checking the subordinate's work. Isn't that commonplace, Mr. Davis? You need to watch how you're talking to your superior, Henry. I'm the one who makes the decisions of what exactly my workers are responsible for. Oh, maybe you thought that all subordinates just decided their own tasks. Can you imagine that? An office run by incompetents like yourself? Ha! I'm already going to be leaving this company, so just let me say my piece. I'm sure you would allow me to do that, at least. I believe that you have no right to place responsibility on me for mistakes that happen based on your work. I was never told to check documents related to that customer, and now you're suddenly blaming me for it? Like, seriously, man? Hey, you cannot talk to your superior like that. Frankly, I'm getting tired of having to explain every little rule and intricacy of this position. These are all things you should know, but apparently you're too incompetent to realize your role in all of this. But now it's too late. Too bad, so sad. I held back from saying this for all the time I've worked at this company, but now that I'm leaving, I can finally speak honestly. You cannot be blaming whoever works under you for errors in your work. You are the manager here. You need to take responsibility for yourself. It's ridiculous putting the blame on a younger, less experienced worker. Honestly, I feel terrible for whoever is going to be working under you next. That's why I want to tell you that your management style is a joke. Just because I fired you, it doesn't mean I have to listen to you blabber on and on with excuses. And whoever the next person is that I have to manage, as long as they're more incompetent than you, I'll be in good shape. And the only one you should be feeling sorry for is me. I had to deal with your lazy butt this whole time. Thank God you're finally out of here. What I'm saying is the truth, Mr. Davis. If you really think about it, you blame your subordinates for everything that goes wrong at this company. Whether it's your own errors on your own documents or annoying office jobs and paperwork, you throw it all to the person who works under you. Oh, and what about the fudging of company expenses? You've been writing off everything, haven't you? Our company expenses are settled by myself and the other managers fair and square. Do you know you could get into big legal trouble for accusing a business of fudging expenses? That's a big claim to make from such a little man like you. I have written proof, Mr. Davis. It's all in the expense reports. Your weekly drinks with the other managers, putting up your family in hotels when they're in town, going to strip clubs with customers. All of that is written off as company expenses, isn't it? That's probably why that area of the budget is always in the red. Can't say I know anything about that. Besides, what's the problem with having meetings out of the office after work? We even invited you to a couple of those meetings. Can't you remember, Henry? You call that a meeting? We just kept ordering pitchers of beer and back-talking upper management. How is that productive in any way? And legality states that company expenses can be used for office gatherings, but what you used it for was far different. You and Mr. Eckhart went to Big Bob's Decoria 17 times in 1 month. 17 times? And all on the company's dime? Let me tell you a little something, Henry. When you're manager, you need to do certain things for the company to succeed. You need to keep clients happy, keep employee morale high, keep sales up, etc. There's clear reasons to all of these things, which you clearly don't get. Well, it seems like you clearly aren't taking the responsibility for this either. Not that I'm surprised at all. I even saw some gifts for customers being written on the expense report, when it was clearly things that you bought for yourself. Potato chips, bottles of soda. Do those sound much like gifts for customers? I'd like to hear how you explain that. Well, I did buy those with the idea of giving them to customers, but just never ended up doing so. I've got clients who love that kind of stuff. I just wasn't able to make it to them in time, so I ate them myself. Another perk of being a manager, I guess. But you didn't bother to correct the expense report. Don't you realize you could get into real trouble for this kind of stuff? God, I'm getting tired of hearing all your false accusations. Everything is within the rules, Henry. Being a low-ranking employee like you wouldn't know what it really takes to run a company, which is why you're getting fired. I'm gonna say it once more, Mr. Davis. Do you realize that these things could seriously compromise your business moving forward? Do you realize that discussing business over enchiladas with my close work colleague is considered legal grounds for a meeting in almost any company? Stop before you embarrass yourself, son. By the way, any luck on finding your next job? It shouldn't be hard for such a shining example of an employee like yourself. Well, I'll make that all then. As for my next position, I'll be fine. Things will fall into place. I plan to work at this company for longer, so it's too bad it didn't work out. Honestly, I had real pride in serving my customers here, and I believed in the product. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. You had real pride, huh? In that case, why didn't you actually try to do a good job? All I heard from your customers were bad reviews. That's not true at all. I built relationships with all of my clients one by one. I was able to deliver them excellent service, and I stand by that. And all of those contact details were listed in the handover materials that I prepared. However, you deemed those as unacceptable. I believe that incompetent was the word that I used. I'll make by just fine without that garbage that you prepared, alright? Aren't you fired? Why are you still coming to the office, Henry? Just leave here and don't contact me again. I don't need your information or anything. Just leave. What the hell did you say to them? I'm serious. If I hear that you've divulged company information to any of our clients, you're gonna be in big legal trouble. Oh, Mr. Davis, I didn't think I'd be hearing from you again after the last time. Is there something you wanted to discuss with me? There certainly is. I just went to meet with one of your previous clients, Mr. Eldridge. Oh, yes, Hank. How's he doing? Not well, apparently. After he heard that you had left the company, he canceled his contract with us. You must have made some kind of side arrangement with him or something, didn't you? Side agreement? Maybe he just appreciated the service I gave him during my time there, and was disappointed that I was gone? I guess we did build up quite a good relationship, me and Hank. No, that can't be it. You must have done something. Come on, spit it out, Henry. I insist. I really only did my job the best that I possibly could. If you're really suspicious of anything, all of the meeting notes are in the handover report that I left you. Oh, yeah, you disposed of that, didn't you? Tell me, was it something I said? What made him cancel the contract? There was one thing. I'm pretty sure that Mr. Eldridge wasn't a big fan of you, sir. Are you saying that he didn't like me? And for what reason would that be? I think it might have been the way you're always blaming your mistakes on younger employees. Clients see that, Mr. Davis. It's not just something that you and the employees themselves notice. And how would clients find out about that, Henry? You must have been the one to tell them, right? That's company information. I'd never. I'm smart enough not to do something like that. Then how did this happen? Well, you know how you would call me when you noticed a mistake? You'd always be yelling right into the phone. Customers can hear that. You're supposed to make those kind of calls on the low, Henry. What were you thinking doing that in front of your boss? I did try to hide the fact that my boss was calling me out over the phone, but they noticed nonetheless. I guess they just sensed that something was off between me and my boss when they heard the way we talked on the phone. They weren't wrong. And they all knew that it was you who was my boss. That's no secret. That's why you don't let on about any of this stuff. Don't you know that's just common sense in a company? You shouldn't let clients sense that anything's off. Frankly, I tried, sir. It's just my clients knew how hard I worked and really couldn't see where I was going wrong. So, I guess they just figured that it was you after all. I can't imagine how you became so buddy-buddy with these customers that it made me look like some kind of bad guy. Like, you do realize they are customers, right? They're not your friends as much as you might think. The only reason the customers got such a negative image of me must have been because of the way you were talking about me. What did you tell them, Henry? I didn't tell them anything. They could see it in plain sight. Me having to apologize for mistakes that were clearly on you? The look on my face after getting off the phone with you. They could just tell. Nah, I ain't buying that. You definitely said something you didn't need to. I bet you were just bad-mouthing me the whole time you met with them. Listen, I did go to greet them one last time and told them that I had been fired from the company. I also mentioned that my boss, you, would be taking over for me. Then I mentioned the handover documents and that all further business would be handled by you. That's it. Idiot! You were supposed to give me information about each client verbally, in person. You can't just write all that confidential information in some report. God, that must have been it. Because of your stupid decision not to fill me in on all of the client's preferences and whatnot, I didn't know how to approach them. This could have been avoided. What are you talking about? I'm really certain that I'm not the one acting idiotic in this situation. I wrote information about each client in detail and made every point clear so that you wouldn't have to spend hours and hours going over it. Why in the world wouldn't you look at that? Enough! It's too late. You set this up so that the client hated me, for whatever reason, and that led to our company losing a valued customer. So, how are you gonna make up for this? I am afraid it's out of my hands now. Well, I guess I could just tell you. Huh? Tell me what? I guess Mr. Eldridge might have gotten a bad impression of you when I told him everything that happened. I think the way I put it was, I was fired by my terrible boss, and he's the one that's gonna be taking over my position. What did you say to him? You actually said that, like, in those words? Well, I may have made it a bit more colorful in the way I described it, but I was telling the truth. never listening to what other employees have to say, spending company funds on your own private expenses, throwing responsibility on those under you. You're the definition of a terrible boss. What? Oh, and I might have mentioned that they may want to think about canceling their contract to avoid having to deal with an idiot like you. They also didn't appreciate the way I was laid off, with no prior notice. I can't believe this. You must have bribed them or something. Why would they just believe everything a lower-ranked employee like you has to say? Nah, unlike you, I don't take part in shady business money exchanges. The reason they believed me was, like I said, I built trust with them. I followed up whenever there was a problem and tried to work towards solutions together. They appreciated that hard work. You're saying just by doing that you won them over? There must be something you're not letting on. You could learn from them. I'm sure if you asked them why they appreciated my service, they would give you some pointers too. Me? Learn from what you were doing? You really are nuts, aren't you? A little favoritism from customers and suddenly you're some kind of people-pleasing customer expert? Newsflash, buddy, you're jobless. Oh, about that. Just before this, I got quite an interesting call from our area manager. Mr. Harold? Yeah, he actually said that he was surprised that I had been fired. Also, on the notice that he received, it said that the reason I left the company was due to me quitting myself and not being fired. But I affirmed with him that that wasn't the case in the least, and that I would be happy to discuss a possible return to the company. Huh? A return to the company? Yes, and it looks like I'll be able to take a more important post there as well. What? How is that possible? I fired you! I wouldn't act so surprised just yet. He also told me that you'll be getting demoted. Demoted? Are you kidding me? It seems Mr. Harold got in touch with some of the customers and heard some unfavorable reviews of the job you were doing. Not to mention, a lot of customers were livid when they heard that my job was being taken over by you. So, you're taking over my job then? What the hell is going on? Not so fast. I also took the liberty of telling Mr. Harold about the expense reports that I'd gone through. Needless to say, he was less than pleased. Outraged, even. Oh my god. Why did you have to go and do all that? How could you be so stupid? Oh, I'm getting a call from the head office right now. That must be Mr. Harold. Well, him or one of the other higher-ups. You might want to answer that. Listen, Henry, do me a solid here, man. Just tell him everything was a lie and I'll let you off the hook for everything. Come on, I'll even throw in some extras. You like sports. I've got tickets to any team you like. Good one. Well, Mr. Davis, I think you learned a valuable lesson through this whole debacle. You might want to look in the mirror before you label someone else as incompetent. That person just might become your boss. Following that, Mr. Davis was contacted by the company and grilled on the shady business expenses that he had been racking up. With receipts as proof to show that he'd really been using company funds for personal expenses, he was promptly fired from his role as manager. The company had no choice but to take Mr. Davis to court. There, he was charged with unlawful use of company expenses and forced to pay back every cent of what he had spent. Henry, on the other hand, was able to take on a higher-up post in the same company that he had been unjustly fired from. There, he was able to contact and get back the customers that had been lost, leading to high praise from his new boss, Mr. Harold. I guess Henry wasn't so incompetent after all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye.
Liz, because of what's going on, I'm gonna have to be blunt here. I'm not sticking around with an old grandma anymore.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm saying that I'd rather be with a young woman any day, as opposed to with you. I had been trying my best to stick around with you for a while now, but as I knew what would happen, I've reached my limit. So can we get a divorce?
What are you saying, Randy? Huh? Are you being serious right now?
I mean, Liz, you're already 39 years old, right? You and I are 9 whole years apart in age. Back when I had married you was a time in which I was excited to be with an older woman, and so were a lot of other men. But now I wonder why the hell I ever got married to you in the first place. Even your skin feels a lot worse than that of a young gal's. And so with that, let's get divorced.
Have you hit your head on something? You know all that I've done for you up until now, right? And do you know why I'm in the hospital right now?
I know why.
I'm here to give birth to our baby. Yet during this very important and stressful time of our life, you're going on about wanting a divorce?
A 39-year-old giving birth to a baby is really the most disappointing thing I've ever heard of.
What?
And that's why I'm asking for a divorce. I'm telling you right now that I have another woman that I love. And she's a young gal whose skin is as soft as cotton candy. So that little brat that you're gonna give birth to isn't gonna get any love from me.
Wait, Randy, can you not see how much of a jerk you're being right now? I've known for a bit now that you've been acting suspicious and probably had another lady, but I didn't think you'd drag all of that this far and into a relationship. What the hell are you talking about? I'm having a really hard time understanding what's going on with you. Is this all supposed to be a joke? Your timing is the worst for it. Why don't you go find somewhere to calm down a bit and rethink what you've just said to me?
Why don't I? Because while you've been in the hospital getting ready to give birth, I've moved out of the house.
Huh?
The apartment has been your place for the longest time now, even before I came, so it has nothing to do with me anymore. I moved all my things and myself out of there and left the divorce papers on the counter for you. Go ahead and fill the rest in for me and hand them in.
Are you kidding me? I just had your daughter, Randy. What the actual hell are you going on about? Calm down right now, please.
I'm calm right now, Liz. No matter how you try and get me to stay with you guys, I'm never gonna love that little brat of yours. That thing is none of my business. And I can't even believe that you thought about having a baby at your age in the first place.
You're being a monster right now. She's your daughter as well, right? And after all the effort I have put into carrying and birthing her, you're going to say awful things like that? I'm not going to forgive you for this.
I couldn't care less if you forgave me or not. I'm never going to be seeing you ever again after this, so have fun being upset with me.
You don't even plan to ever come to see your baby's girl's face? This has all got to be some sort of joke.
I told you plenty of times now that it's not a joke. This is all very real and not a dream. I don't have the confidence to love a baby that was birthed by some old grandma at the age of 39. I don't even want to know what the poor soul looks like after coming out of you, so hurry up and leave me when you get home.
Well, then I'm never letting you see the two of us ever again.
Thank God. Now I'm on my way to being a free man again. I'm gonna have a lot more fun in my second life. I was never going to stay with you once you turned 40. And having to raise that kid beside you would have been hell. Thank God you're okay with going away. Goodbye now, Grandma.
But can you promise one thing to me before you go?
What?
I'll agree with getting the divorce, but in return for that, you're never to come back to me or my daughter if you ever need any help.
I don't plan to ever see you guys again. There's no reason for me to in the first place, so I promise to never come around you two again. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Well, if you're going to promise me that, then we can get a divorce. And of course I'm going to be getting full custody of my daughter.
You can have it. I don't even want to think of that brat as being mine.
Alright then. You may be one of the worst men on the planet, but thank you for giving me my beautiful daughter. Now please never show your face around us again.
I never will. But that also means you and that brat can never come looking for me either. Bye-bye, Grandma.
Goodbye forever, you pile of trash.
It's been a while, Liz. I'm going to the wedding right now.
Excuse me? But who is this?
You know who I am. I'm the father of today's wedding bride. I've been looking forward to this wedding for a long, long time. And so today, I'm going to meet with her.
Hold on for a moment. What are you talking about? Do you still think that you're her father? Even after a whole 20 years have gone by and you've said nothing to either one of us, what are you trying to do by texting me all of a sudden?
I wanted to tell you that I'm going to that wedding. This is going to be a very emotional day for all of us when I finally get to see the daughter of mine that was taken from me.
Huh? I'm not quite sure how you even figured out where her wedding would be today, or that she was even getting married in the first place. But stop trying to be obnoxious by sending me all these texts.
Well, I'm the father of the bride, so I'm allowed to be at that wedding.
This is getting out of hand. Can you please open your eyes for a sec? Do not come over here. Did you forget about the promise you made to me 20 years ago that allowed me to divorce you? Hey, are you listening to me right now?
Why did that happen? Why was everyone being so crazy with me when I got in there? Is everyone at that wedding a freak? Tossing me out of my own daughter's wedding? I'm her friggin' father.
Is it time that you'll be willing to open your dang eyes finally? The way you came in looking like trash and causing all that embarrassment for my daughter. And another thing, you need to stop calling my daughter yours.
Why do I have to stop? She's my daughter too.
After not even being in the hospital room with me while I gave birth, you threw us out. And then you chased after a young woman and left us for a very long time. And after 20 years, you're all of a sudden back here trying to get into my daughter's wedding? I can't think of another reason as to why you're doing this besides that you really messed up with your head while you've been gone.
You can call me messed up all you want, but what else was I supposed to do today? That young gal lied to me. It got me stuck with her and all of the debt she had. And so me being messed up right now is not my dang fault. I was lied to and played for a fool. I didn't plan on turning into a bum after I left you.
I don't care what happened with you and that girl because I don't care about you. You're a stranger to us all, and you said you'd never come back to us, right? You promised that. She has no clue who you are, and she even said that to your face today.
And that was screwed up big time. That is not something she should ever say to her parents. Have you not been raising her properly this whole time? Are you sure this is all because you're too old and can't handle kids?
What? What the hell are you trying to do right now after saying things like that about my daughter and I? You're blaming my way of raising her because she was so worried by some random men coming into her wedding and having him thrown out? I don't want to hear that crap out of your mouth ever again after you left us when she was only just born. If you want to know who's really at fault for today, I'd say your parents are because they obviously didn't raise you right. Well, at this point, I'm sure you already know, and so do your parents.
I want to know who that man is. And the father of the... What's that all about?
Huh? That's the man I got married to. Are you acting as though I needed to tell you anything about him, though? Do you still not see that you have no right being around us right now?
Why was that man that you married sitting in the seat that was labeled for the bride's father? That's my frickin' seat. If you start pissing me off any more than I already am, things are gonna get scary for you. Go tell those 2 idiot security guards that I'm okay and let me come sit there.
Why are you getting upset with me for no reason? Do you think that making threats like that will get me worked up?
What?
I'm really worried about what's gotten into you that's made you so screwed in the head. You're the one that threw us away years ago, right? And after 20 years of realizing how badly you messed up, you came on my daughter's biggest day looking like garbage to do what? Why the hell are you here, Andy? And why do you think you have any right to be here? Do you need something from us? Tell me right now.
You're the real piece of garbage for getting married again without telling me. I came back here to get my family back together.
Get your family back together? Huh? Do you think that my daughter and I are your family or something, Randy? We have a new family now, and you're not part of it. All you are is some stranger that we're starting to think might need to visit a psych ward. I don't want to hear anything about how upset you are that I got married again when you were the one that got divorced to me to run off with a young woman. I think you better zip that mouth of yours and keep it zipped.
Give me that seat back. She's my daughter.
Come on, Randy. It was nice of you to make me laugh a little, but your joke is getting old now. You have never even met my daughter before, so why do you keep thinking that she's your daughter after it's been 20 years? I think the only reason you've come out here for her is because you're broke. And so, this is all out of desperation now. That kind of thinking is only something a complete lunatic would have.
You don't have to take it that far. I am a bit worried about money right now, but I didn't come today for that reason.
Then, what's your reason for being here? Tell me right now.
I had heard that she was going to get married, and so I asked a friend about it that knows her, and she told me that the wedding would be taking place close by, so I thought it would be okay for me to come and see it. I was hoping for a very dramatic reunion after 20 years of never seeing any of you. I wanted us to all be crying out of happiness for being able to see one another again. But now that things have become so hectic, I have no idea what I'm doing here anymore. I had believed that we could all talk about each other's lives again.
Wait, why did you think that we'd all be open arms to you? There's no reason for us to be, right? There was no way this was going to turn into some sort of dramatic reunion. Have you even noticed the contradiction there is in your plan?
What?
You have never even met my daughter before.
And why does that mean anything? How would that contradict anything in my plans for today? I'm her father, and so she should be all happy and crying to see me.
You act like this would be a reunion with her, but this was her first time ever seeing you. Asking to have a dramatic reunion when you need to introduce yourself to her first? How come you thought this would actually play out so well for you?
Now that you say it back to me, I'm sure it would have been odd. But that's not all. She's my daughter, right?
I'm too tired to talk with you anymore about this. Did you think that being related to her by blood made you her father? I'm sorry, Randy, but my husband has been with my daughter since she was 3 years old and has helped me raise her since then. And so she calls my husband the father, and there's no changing that now. To her, it does not matter whether she's related to her by blood or not.
There's no way. That's a frickin' lie.
You don't have to be able to believe it, but we all think that we're a family, and you can't do a thing about that. So, you can say what you want about us, but don't think it's going to bother us. We have nothing to do with you after all.
Even if she does see him as her father, she should still be a little curious about her real father, right? That's the whole reason I came here today to see her. Does me being here on her wedding day not make her really happy?
I think she does want to know more about her real father. It's normal for anyone to want to get to know their real parents if they never grew up knowing them. But I think after today, she no longer wants to get to know you.
Huh? Why?
You're asking me? Ha! Are you really that dense? You came into her wedding in some raggedy clothes and covered in what looks like soot. And you made a complete fool of yourself, embarrassing her on her wedding day. That right there might have just scarred her a little.
Scarred her? Why would that scar her any?
She's told me that she never wants you coming around her again now. Of course, she doesn't want you here anymore. And even after the wedding, she doesn't want you showing up. If you do come around her, or the rest of us again, we're calling the police and having you arrested. My husband knows a lot of the police officers in town, so he can make things happen quickly. So having you eradicated is all too easy for us.
Why would you do something like that to me? I only came here to see my daughter's wedding.
You just want the money that her husband has, right? And that's why we had you kicked out of there.
I don't know anything about her husband's money. Why would I know anything about that?
I can see that things are still not lining up in your reasoning. Well, it doesn't matter if you came here for his money or not, because he really has nothing to do with you. You're just the average bum to him is all. You ended up ruining your own life chasing after young girls, and that's why you came to this wedding today, hoping for some kind of money or something. Disgusting. You have nothing you can do to us now, so get lost.
I never thought you'd say such things to me. Does my daughter think the same thing of me?
You don't even know my daughter's name, so what do you think? I think after what you've seen today, you should finally understand, right? She doesn't want you around her anymore. You're just a ghost to her that hasn't been alive for the past 20 years. So you can stop trying to get involved with our lives. Now, goodbye.
Wait, please! Her husband has a lot of money then. Can you ask him just to give me a small amount? I just need enough to help myself get back on my own 2 feet again.
No, this was about money. Huh. You deserve to have no money, Randy, so I wouldn't want you getting spoiled by anyone. It was you, after all, that made your life the way it is now, right? So stop whining about not having money when you asked for it in the first place. Haha.
After that, Randy wasn't only thrown out of the wedding and never let back into it, but after throwing a huge fit in front of the wedding hall, the police came and gave him a citation for public disturbance. And after that, Liz and her family told the police that he'd been causing trouble for them all day, and now he's not allowed anywhere near them or else the police will arrest him, as Liz, her husband, and her daughter all put a restraining order on him. Once that had all played out, Randy was still left with a large amount of debt, and slowly began to fall victim to it. I think he's finally starting to regret everything he did in the end to Liz and her daughter. But to be honest, him regretting things now is way too late, and he should have been regretting what he's done a whole lot sooner when he may still have a chance with Liz.
Hi, Aurora, it's me again. Look, I'm just really busy today, and I've been called to my parents' place to have dinner with them, so I'll be eating there. Anyway, don't wait up for me. You can just go to sleep for all I care. If you're gonna wait up like you did last time, it'll be seriously annoying for me because it makes it look like I'm doing something wrong. You're not gonna complain like you did the other times I've done this, are you? It's nothing, really. You're not gonna get all depressed and sad on me, are ya?
Are you kidding me right now, Walter? You're actually doing this to me today? Of all days? You're not going to be coming back here today? I was going to make you dinner, you know that, right?
Oh, come on now, Aurora. This can't be helped. I can't just deny my parents this sort of thing, all right? My parents love me and want to see me. Isn't that a good thing? I guess you're just upset because they didn't call you to come over as well. I guess you're lucky compared to me, since I get roped into their stuff all the time.
I guess it is difficult for you, I suppose. But still, think about it, Walter. But don't you think it's weird that they're only inviting you and not your own wife, too?
Oh, that's sweet. Were you actually hoping you'd get invited as well? That's just too bad for you, Aurora. Well, then you should have polished up your skills.
What the heck are you even talking about, Walter? What's that supposed to mean? What skills could I possibly lack as your wife? You're not making any sense right now. Explain yourself.
Jeez, what's your deal, crazy lady? Fine, I'll admit it then. It's because you're actually a really ugly woman! Do you get what I'm trying to say to you, Aurora? If you were actually beautiful, you could just stand there and you'd be a valuable asset to me and how I look to everyone else. But no, you're just so ugly on the inside and especially the outside. So unless you've got some good conversational skills, of course you wouldn't be invited to my parents' house for dinner or anything like that. They'd have no fun. Even if you were, I don't know, nodding and smiling at my parents, you wouldn't be contributing at all, which is super boring. That's why I can't imagine them inviting you to their house.
Okay, so that's what you say about the matter, yeah? Maybe we just don't see things the same way at all. You know, I'm just trying to be considerate, but you're making it difficult.
Yeah, well, it's only natural for a woman like you to be considerate, huh? But it's totally meaningless if the conversations you make with my parents aren't interesting. You know, maybe if you were like a super amazing cook or something that's actually useful, I'd think about inviting you over to my parents' house.
Excuse me? Are you being serious right now? Come on, do you remember when we first started dating, Walter? When we first went out together and we were hanging out more? You used to say that I was super cute and found me attractive. You also said that the food I made was delicious. Why are you turning around and saying the opposite of those things?
Yeah, well, maybe you're actually right. I might have said those things, but that's just a man's usual lies, okay? If I had told you from the beginning that you were ugly and that your cooking was bad, it would have been terrible.
Okay, you say all this now, but I really don't understand why you dragged this out when this is what you truly felt about me. Like, why did we get married if you felt this way?
Okay, what was my reason again? Oh yeah, I think it was because you were the most independent out of all the women that I've dated over the years. The others used to say that they wanted to be housewives, like straight away when we got married, and they'd make a sour face if I didn't pay for stuff. I thought if I got together with a woman like that, I'd be in a worse off position than I am now. It would be annoying to be with them forever.
Okay. I guess your choice of a woman makes a little bit more sense now, I suppose. I'm more certainly a woman that would want to keep working.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little sorry for not making that known. Do we need to have this conversation right now, Aurora? I've just finished work. I'm heading over to my parents' place, and you're really bringing the mood down here. You're such a downer, and I'm really over this.
Jeez, okay. Sorry I was being such a bother to you, Walter. Be careful going back to your parents' house. I didn't realize that talking to your wife was such a problem to you.
Oh, would you stop stirring the pot for once in your life, Aurora? You can go to sleep before me. I don't need you waiting up for me. I'm a big boy and can handle anything.
Yeah, I get that. You also don't need to repeat yourself when I already know what you mean by your previous messages. I guess I'll see you when I see you. Good night. Walter, are you there? I've been trying to message you for a while now. We're going on a family trip, aren't we? Is that all right with you? You're coming back from your parents' house, yes? You've been there overnight again, so I was just wondering what's going on. You've been there since yesterday, so I want to see you soon.
It's you. Okay, I got something to tell you, yeah? So listen up, please. They've already started the family trip. You didn't actually think that you'd be able to join us, did you?
Huh? What on earth are you even talking about, Walter? You said that this was going to be a family trip, and I'm part of the family. You told me to get ready and everything.
What are you on about, crazy lady? That was just for my stuff that you need to organize. For the family trip, my parents are bringing my beautiful ex-girlfriend instead of my ugly wife. They really would prefer her coming than you, Aurora, and so do I. It's gonna be so much fun without you bothering me. I'll be having the best time away from your ugly face.
Are you seriously kidding me right now? We've been planning this for a while, and now you're telling me you're not taking me? And that your ex is going with you? Don't you know how messed up that is?
Jeez, would you just calm down a bit, okay? I call the shots here and I say that you don't deserve to go on this family trip. How about I send you a video of us enjoying the trip? How about you just stay at home and be waiting for me when I get back, all right? We'll be having so much fun over here. Go and do some cleaning or something. The house looks like a pigsty.
If you're going to do this to me, so be it. Fine. Have fun on your little family trip. I suppose I'll see you later, and oh, don't worry, I'll clean everything up for you before you're back. Are you excited for tonight, my dear? For tonight's dinner, we're totally going to splurge and eat some really tasty food. Are you hungry at all? You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the restaurant you love so much and get the steak and vegetables for us. I'll get that on my way back since you've been working hard. Oh, hi, Mom. Yeah, I just finished up work for today. I also had to run a bunch of errands today as well, so I'm pretty tired. Now that you mention food, I'm starving. Oh, my dear, you've worked so hard. You need a bit of good food and some rest. We could eat out today if you want to. What would you like to do, Aurora? You know what I would really love tonight, Mom? I want to eat some of your home cooking. I really need that right now. I also want to chat at home if you're not too tired, Mom. Oh, you're such a sweet daughter, Aurora. It's so sad that your father couldn't see the person that you've become today. He left such a lovely daughter behind. Aw, thank you, Mom. That means a lot to me at this time. Okay, before I mention this, I'm sorry for bringing this up. Since Walter and I have never had kids, I feel like I can't face Grandma. Whoa, hold on there, child. What on earth are you talking about? Don't say those sort of things. It's your life. You should live it happily, doing what makes you happy. You really have nothing to worry about at all when it comes to me and the rest of this family. There's absolutely no need to worry about what others think of how you live your life. I understand that, and I appreciate your kind words, Mom, but Grandma's in the hospital and might not get better. I wanted to show her a great-grandchild while she's still conscious. Oh, sweetie, you don't need to think about that, all right? What's making you say these sort of things all of a sudden? You should do whatever you want. Grandma wouldn't mind. As long as you show your face, that's enough for her. Well, I guess so. I can do that, I suppose. I just wanted to make this family happy, and I feel like I'm nowhere close enough to doing that at all. It's okay, Aurora. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. I've actually been thinking about your older brother, to be honest. He ran away and just disappeared. Grandma was so sad. Yeah, that's true. I still can't believe he decided to do that to us. Well, I thought that I could just do my best to make sure Grandma is comfortable and happy instead. Oh, Aurora, you're such a kind and sweet child. I'm glad I did something right when it came to raising you. It's okay, don't worry about that right now. It's not something that you should be worrying about, as you've got a lot on your plate. It's not fair what's happened to you at all. I'm so sorry about what's going on with that stupid husband of yours. But Mom, I should be with you while you look after Grandma. It's only fair if we share the load. I really don't mind at all. I just want to do my part. Aurora, it's okay. It'll all be okay because I can handle it, I swear. You should live a happy and positive life. I would never agree to you having kids with that terrible man anyway. What needs to happen with you, my dear, is for you to open your eyes. Look at how you're living and start doing things for yourself and your own happiness from now on, okay? You know what? You're absolutely right, Mom. I should be taking care of my own happiness, not my stupid idiot of a husband. Thank you, Mom. You know just what to say in these types of situations.
Hey! I've been trying to call you for the past couple of hours and I've been getting very impatient with you. What the heck is going on around here? Where on earth did our house go? What did you do to it? How can it not be here? What are you up to? Is this some kind of practical joke? Because it's not funny, you ugly cow!
I'm sorry, are you talking about our house? Whose house? I'm actually really confused, and I've got absolutely not a clue of what you're talking about, Walter.
Stop messing around with me, Aurora. This isn't the least bit funny. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Our house, you know, in the middle of our street that belongs to you and me.
Well, it seems to me that from the beginning of our relationship, nothing that we had together existed at all, okay? Do you get what I'm saying, Walter?
What the heck are you even talking about? What do you mean what we had together never existed? Have you been living in La La Land or something, huh? The house we've been living in together's gone! All that's been left behind is the land that it used to sit on! What's going on here, Aurora? You need to stop joking around and give me straight answers! Explain what's going on here right now!
Okay, fine. I guess you were going to find out sooner or later, I suppose. If you're talking about the house that I was letting you stay in, yeah, I tore it down. And I was allowed to do that, you know? Because it was my house and it was under my name, so I could do what I wanted with it. You did say to clean up, to be honest.
What on earth did you just say to me? You got a construction company to tear down the house? Our house? The house that I also live in? How could you do something so stupid like this?
Huh? What gives you the right to call me stupid, Walter? It was my house as it was in my name. It doesn't matter what I did. And by the way, we're already divorced, just like you wanted.
Whoa, 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 go back to what you just said before! I don't understand what you mean! Are you telling me that you did something about our marriage? Are you saying that you divorced me?
Yes, I did. I mean, you filed it yourself a while ago, didn't you? You signed it yourself and everything, yeah? Did you think I was too scared to file the divorce papers to the court, Walter?
Are you actually kidding me? You actually submitted that? You were the one who was complaining all the time that I go back to my parents' house too much, so I got annoyed and shoved that divorce paper in your face!
Yeah, I suppose so, but actually that's a bit misleading what you said. You said that you wanted dinner, so I spent time cooking for you and running a bath, waiting for you. But then you said you were staying at your parents' place, so you should have told me from the beginning to prepare for dinner. You were messing with me more than I was with you. You should have said from the start that you weren't planning on coming back. I'm not a housewife, Walter. I don't need someone like you to support my lifestyle when I can do it on my own. I don't get why you've been so horrible to me. Why do you have the nerve to act so high and mighty in front of me when I'm the more independent one in the couple, huh?
That's not even remotely true. How could you treat me like this, Aurora? You do know that if you and I get divorced, we can't have kids with each other. Don't you get that, you stupid woman? You've been saying that you wanted to show your grandma your baby when it's born while she's still conscious and kicking. Is that what you really want to happen now? I get what you're trying to do here. I understand now because we all know that you're infertile anyway, so you thought it would be difficult, right?
What the heck? Who's infertile? Me? What are you on about? You knew I felt that way, yet you never came home at night, or you'd always fall asleep at different times. You never gave me a chance in the first place to get pregnant, so how on earth would you even know if I was infertile or not? You've not been cooperating with me about having kids.
You just don't get it, do ya? No matter how many times I tell you, I still have to repeat myself. No wonder you're so annoying to talk to. It's because I'm busy with my personal life.
Oh my god, your personal life? Don't make me laugh. All you've been doing is meeting up with your ex-girlfriend. You've got no personal life to refer to.
Oh, come on, Aurora. You're making this all about you. You're such a selfish jerk. You're just jealous that my ex-girlfriend took me away from you, aren't you?
Doesn't that make you embarrassed that you're saying these sort of things at the age that you are, Walter? You should stop acting like a 10-year-old. It's weird. You need to stop thinking that me being angry is cute or whatever because I'm dealing with a lot when it comes to you. I think I was right to divorce you.
Well, I guess you're right. The way you talk isn't that cute at all. You're just upset that I'm with my ex-girlfriend now, right? You know it's okay to be upset.
It's not about being upset at all, Walter. I'm saying that your actions have gone far beyond what I consider normal. You think whatever you do is okay, and you do it as a matter of course? That's why we're never on the same page with anything, and I can't understand you anymore. I think getting a divorce was the right thing to do for me.
Are you actually being serious right now? Why are you only thinking about yourself here? Did you really get a divorce? Like you actually submitted the divorce papers and everything?
Yeah, I told you so just now, Walter. So we're strangers now. By the way, I've told your parents that the house I've been letting you rent cheaply will now be at the normal rental rate. So if you don't like it, you need to get out of this deal as soon as possible. And if you don't pay, I'll take legal action, so be prepared. Oh, this is hilarious.
Okay, just hang on a minute there, Aurora. Okay, so you think that the house is in your name, don't you? And then you were renting your parents' house cheaply through me! What the heck? This is all too sudden!
Well, hate to break it to you, Walter, but you've caused me so much trouble with all the sudden things you've done, so it's no wonder things ended up this way.
But I don't understand how things could end up so screwed up, you know? I really didn't expect you to go this far! This is insane! You realize that, right?
Huh, that's rich coming from you, Walter. You had already prepared for the divorce, so why are you acting all surprised about my decision, huh? You've caused me so much trouble over the years, and I've finally had enough of it. It's only natural that we're getting divorced. Did you really think that I couldn't get a divorce because I wanted a child? Don't underestimate what I can do, Walter. You don't know me at all. The woman you chose, me, can actually live happily without you. My life's going to be great now. I was able to leave you at any time, and to be honest, I wish I had left you ages ago. I'm a strong, independent woman, Walter. You've probably forgotten because I'm so different from your other woman.
Now, just wait a minute. That's not fair to say at all. I've known you for a while now. Don't you dare act so high and mighty like you deserve to be on a pedestal. What the heck am I supposed to do now that you've ruined everything for me, huh? Where am I supposed to live from today? On the street or something? What about my stuff?
There's no need to panic about your stuff, Walter. Calm down. I've sent all your belongings to your parents' place for them to store your crap. But if you don't pay the rent like you're supposed to, you might be evicted. And I'm sure you don't want that, do you? So this might be only a temporary place for you to stay. I originally bought most of the furniture for the house, so I'm glad that I don't have to bother sending your stuff. And of course, it's cash on delivery, so don't forget to pay that.
How could you seriously do this to me? You're literally the lowest of the low! You've done everything in your power to embarrass me, haven't you? You literal scum, Aurora! I mean that! If you're going to continue with this type of talk and do these sorts of things to make my life miserable, then I don't want anything to do with you anymore!
Yeah? You think I'm scum? Let me tell you something. I don't really give a crap what you think anymore. I'm glad that I did this and took this step. Well, thank you very much for those words, Walter.
Hey! I need to talk to you. Aurora, are you there? You need to explain yourself right now, lady. What the heck is this? Why am I getting a demand for alimony?
Well, we're divorced, aren't we, Walter? It's because you were secretly having affairs behind my back, remember? I'm going to get what I'm owed, and there's no way you can stop me.
What the heck are you talking about? I've hardly had any affairs with other women. Where's all your evidence to back this up, huh? When would you have gathered anything?
Well, I just made sure to investigate properly and gather all the evidence I need to back up my claim and to take you down. I couldn't be sure if things were going to go south. All I wanted to do was to protect myself and my feelings. Is that such a bad thing, Walter? That's why I thought I would hire a private detective for this.
Are you seriously kidding me right now? Why on earth would you do something like this to me when you've had your fair share of fun, huh? Did you really think it was necessary to go this far?
Well, look at all this evidence I've managed to find on you. To be honest, you're not very good at hiding you can't have. You shouldn't underestimate women, Walter. We have a pretty good sense of these things. We just know when a man is lying or just being a complete and utter idiot when it comes to their relationships.
But I don't understand how anyone could have possibly found out about this. I do hide things well. You weren't supposed to find out. How did you find out about me and my ex-girlfriend?
Well, I think you weren't exactly hiding it because you boast about everything that you do. Your parents approved, so it was easy to find out through them. I just had a hunch that you two weren't just friends, so I had someone look into it. And guess what? Your ex-girlfriend is married too, and her husband seems like a pretty tough guy.
What the heck are you even talking about? Are you sure about any of this? How do you know that your detective guy got the right people? Is this for real? I heard that she was in some sort of relationship, and I didn't know that she's married, but he sounds like a bit of a gangster. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
I'm not mistaken at all, Walter. I've sent the evidence of your relationship with her to her husband. It's only a matter of time before he finds out. By the way, it seems that your ex-girlfriend lied to her husband about meeting you and said she was meeting someone else. So all her secrets are about to be exposed. She's going to be in a lot of trouble, Walter.
Hey! What the heck have you done? Do you know how much hurt you're causing here? Are you kidding me right now, Aurora? You can't do this to us! You're not only getting me in trouble, but her as well? You've already sent the evidence to her husband? Do you have any idea what you've started? Have you lost your mind?
Walter, you're literally the one who's in trouble for stabbing me in the back. Don't you dare try and turn this whole thing around on me. You're the one who's lost their mind. You're so shameless, and I don't see how you are. So you think that because you were having an affair that I was going to end up doing the same thing? I have morals, you know. You've been taking advantage of me and my family for the way you've been acting. Who's in the wrong here? Everyone can see that it's you.
Okay, come on, Aurora. I just really liked my ex-girlfriend, and my parents approved of the relationship, so what's so wrong about that? It's not like I'm doing anything wrong. You're the one who's brought this upon yourself.
Oh my god, are you seriously saying this crap to me right now? Do you think you're the victim here? Don't be ridiculous. You're the perpetrator of all of this.
But I never thought that you'd actually want a divorce because of this. I never thought that you would betray me like this, Aurora. This isn't fair.
Oh, stop talking out of your behind, Walter. You'll soon realize the gravity of your actions. You thought that you could treat me like dirt, so you did this. Well, now you'll see what happens when your ex-girlfriend's husband finds out what you did with her. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he deals with you.
Oh, God. Didn't you say her husband was a part of a gang or something along those lines? I think I might be in a little bit of trouble. You need to take what you sent back.
Why should I, after the way you've been treating me, Walter? I don't know much about what gangs do in this country, but I've told him that I want him to ruin your life. I want you to be unable to function in society.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? Why would you wish that on someone? What did you say that for? He's a gang member. He's not just some random guy. You don't know what he might do to me.
Yeah, and I know that. But you've done something to me that makes you deserve what I've asked of that guy. It's the consequence of your actions, Walter. Remember that.
That's way too harsh, Aurora! You can't do this to me, it's not fair! You shouldn't wish anything bad on someone, not even your worst enemy! I'm not like that for you, am I? You can't do this to someone! I'm just trying to get through life and now you want me to suffer? How could you be like this towards me? I'm your husband, for goodness sake! My parents can't afford the rent anymore, so we've been desperately trying to look for a cheaper place for them to live, but we've gotten so used to this nice place, though. It's been really hard trying to find a new one that's up to our standard, and I'm really struggling with all of this, Aurora. Please let me down gently, and I won't bother you anymore. I'm also trying to find a place of my own since you got rid of the house that we used to live in together. I'm running out of money, Aurora. Do I have to pay you the alimony? Really?
Ugh, are you kidding me with all this crap after how you went behind my back with a woman you used to date, go on family trips without me, make fun of me, and be emotionally abusive? Is it not obvious what I'm trying to say to you, Walter? I don't give a crap about all the problems you have anymore. You betrayed me, don't you get that? I don't owe you any grace, any forgiveness, any respect, or any trust anymore. You broke all of that first, so I'm just trying to move on with my life.
Please, wait! I'm really struggling right now! I'm being honest with you here, Aurora. Both emotionally and financially struggling! Don't let that guy do anything to me! Stop it! It was my fault, but just please talk to him!
You know what? It's up to you what you do with the guy, but I'm sure I'm not going to save you from your fate. This is all because you've been doing whatever you wanted without considering my feelings. You've been taking advantage of me for way too long, and I'm done playing your games, Walter. Now you're going to face the consequences. What I'm going to do now is use the alimony money that you're going to give me for fertility treatment so I can have the child that I want. You've lost everything, and you'll have to start all over. Bye.
No, wait! You can't just abandon the conversation like this! Please! I really need your help. Please, Aurora. I'm sorry for what I've done to you. Just help me with this guy and I'll pay the alimony! Are you there? Please talk to me. You can't ignore me forever. I need your help. Come back, please. I'm really sorry. I'll never treat a woman badly ever again. Please help me. He probably knows where I live.
As expected, Walter was furious about what Aurora did by telling his ex-girlfriend's husband what he did. He also begged on his knees for him not to do anything to hurt Walter. Nobody knows what the husband truly did to Walter that day. However, he was forced to pay a huge amount of compensation to Aurora for all the trouble that he caused to her and to her family as well. After all that hassle that they all went through, there was no news of Walter after Aurora received the money. Luckily, he was able to pay without any fuss made. Aurora decided to forget about that stupid man that she married and live her own life. She signed up with a marriage counseling agency so that she could get help through this tough process. She then was able to meet up with a man who was also going through a similar thing that she was as well. She met this wonderful person and they started dating. She thought that this was easier than she expected. She also thought she was infertile for a long time, but it turned out there were no problems with getting pregnant. She's indeed relieved that the problem wasn't with her, but with her ex-husband, Walter. Why must men always act this way when they betray a woman?